And welcome live into Salesianum High School. It's day 2 of the D1 Showcase here in Wilmington, Delaware. Wrapped up a Friday night with 3 contests, and we're going to put a bow on it today with 4 more fantastic, high-quality basketball games with some fantastic teams from all around the area. Nick Alessandrini alongside Jason Winchell. Nick Halliday, Hollywood up on the camera today. A fantastic crew for a fantastic day of basketball. And it all gets started here on this Saturday afternoon with the Sanford Warriors taking on the Friends Central. So it's going to be a team that we know well here in Delaware going up against a team making the trip here down from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, the number 2 ranked team in our poll in the state coming here today in Sanford. And Friends Central played Middletown the other day and picked up a like 20-plus point win. And then they also play Sally's in a couple weeks. So they're playing three of the better teams in the state of Delaware. So this is a good team, and this should be a fun game. See where these teams are.
Wynwood, Pennsylvania here for Friends Central, making the trip here to Wilmington, and then Sanford 0-1 on the season, a tough loss. They had to go up against Roman Catholic there last week in their opening tournament. So we are all set and ready to go here at Salesianum. A rare appearance for us courtside here at Salesianum High School as we are underway. The tip goes right to Hart, and how about Sanford right getting started with Kareem Hart, an easy 2 off the tip.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good start, Nick. It was a set play, it looked like, off the tip.
Now breaking the other direction is Gabe Moore here. He's the leading scorer for Friends Central. 15 points per game for Moore coming into this one. Your starters for Friends Central is, as Moore drives and kicks, he'll turn it over, I believe. Let's see, last touched it was by Friends Central. So your starters for Friends Central will be Samir Aline, Gabe Moore, Evan Boyer Jr., Patrice Feemster, and Oben Makanchu. For Sanford, it is Kareem Hart here with the ball now. Jaden Taylor, the Delaware commit. Webster, McNeil, and Azir Elgood. Here is Elgood off the screen, back to Taylor. Taylor back to Hart. Hart hit 2 threes last week, and he's got his first tonight. So Hart 2 triples against Roman Catholic, and then able to knock down this first one here in a 5-0 run to start the game for Sanford, and it's all courtesy of Kareem Hart. A 3 now the other way to answer, and cashing in is Feemster from the left corner as we're scoring some points here through the first 2 minutes.
Friends Central and Sanford both push the pace.
And Sanford now led by Khalid Hart, of course. A Sanford Warriors, they're trying to get it down to Taylor on the block, a kickball violation. Head coach here for Friends Central, Devin Coleman, graduated back in 2011 from Friends Central. So 2 guys that went to their respected schools leading the programs here today. .633 and ticking, 5-3. Here's Hart. He's got all 5 for Sanford so far here. They get it down low, able to hang and finish. A nice play by Trevor Webster, the transfer from Caravel Academy.
Great ball movement by Sanford there, Nick.
Moore has it, dishes it back. An extra step, though, for Samir Aline. And a turnover for Friends Central. So 7-3, almost 2 minutes into quarter number 1. Again, for Friends Central, it'll be Feemster coming in at 14 points per game. Aline just at about 9. And then Gabe Moore, as we mentioned earlier, the team leading scorer, coming in averaging 15.2 per game. For Sanford, Jaden Taylor had 15 in that first matchup against Roman Catholic. Hart with 14 and Webster with 12. Here is Taylor from the corner, and he's got one.
Yeah, what a start. You can see how talented this Sanford team is, Nick, and that, teams like Sanford, Middletown, and Sally's, they're going out and scheduled some of the top teams, so it's good to see.
Moore driving, hanging, and finishing.
That's a good take to the basket there, Nick, and a good finish.
Elgood now to bring it up, 10-5, and a great start here to game 1 of the D1 Showcase on Saturday. McNeil back to Taylor. And they got him on that one. He knows it. And a good call by our officiating crew, and a turnover against the Warriors. And a special shout out to everyone involved here in the D1 Showcase, allowing us to be a part of it. It was a fun night of basketball yesterday, Jason, and it's going to be a fun day today. 4 more high-quality games as we see Sanford sitting into that zone defensively.
Yeah, I like watching some teams play zone defense because it's a different way to attack it.
I think that might have been thrown away.
Yep. I looked like it was deflected.
Evan Boyer Jr. lobbying to say that it was tipped. Couldn't see it over here, but it will be a turnover against Friends Central as it stands now. So 10-5 early lead for the Warriors. Both teams yet to make a substitution. Around the screen, Elgood elevates from the mid-range and connects. Sanford shooting the ball well here in the first quarter.
Well, remember, Sanford's season ended in this gym last year in the quarterfinals to Salesianum in a really well-played game, and Sanford shot the ball well that night, too.
Feemster unable to hit the 3 on the other end. Strong rebound for Jaden Taylor. And now a 12-5 lead for Sanford, almost halfway through the opening quarter. Here's McNeil. Sanford working it around the perimeter. Taylor trying to seal off position down low. Good job underneath by McConchu. And now it's Hart. Hart's got 5 already. Crossing over, a little hesitation. Back to Taylor. He'll try the mid-range. That one rattles out.
That was halfway down, Nick, and then it came out.
Friends Central just looking to settle down a little bit here in the half-court offense.
Yeah, which isn't easy against this Sanford defense.
Feemster going to try another 3. That one too strong. Rebound hauled in by Jaden Taylor.
Yeah, Delaware's getting a good one, Nick, and him.
That's right. Going to get a chance to see him stay in state. Got to love that. I know I'm a fan of his decision. I know Mike isn't. I think he had an offer from St. Bonaventure.
I was just about to say that.
So we're glad he's going to be a Blue Hen. Here's Hart driving. How about the left-hand floater? Just missing, and now here comes Friends Central in transition. Feemster, a nice pump fake, gets to the basket and able to lay it in. So Feemster with 5 early points here as well. Second leading scorer on the team for Friends Central. Here's Hart. Giving him some space. He'll try one. Short on the 3. McConchu hands off to Feemster. And now they're working around to Moore in the corner. He'll launch one, and that's nothing but net in front of the Sanford bench for Gabe Moore.
What ball movement there, Nick. The extra pass makes that shot in the corner possible, and a timeout for Sanford.
Again, Moore hitting that right in front of the Warrior bench. That 3 cutting the lead back to 2. 2:24 to go here in the first quarter. 12-10 of an action-packed opening session here between Friends Central and the Sanford Warriors.
Yeah, I expected this one to be good, and it hasn't disappointed here early in this first quarter.
In Sanford, we both talked about the tough schedules for both teams already entering. I mean, looking down at it, it says Friends Central has played 10 games already. Again, not sure how many of those actually count for their schedule going forward, but a lot of action for Friends Central, and then a tough matchup for Sanford in their opening game last week against one of the best teams in the area.
And that's the thing. Sanford opened against Roman Catholic. Sally's opened against a team that played 7 games. Roman Catholic had already played a lot of games, and these Delaware teams, it's their first action, so it takes some time to get used to, too. But I like that. I like the fact that these teams are, you know why they succeed in the tournament? Because they get tested early in the regular season. And they might get some losses, Nick, but you're okay with it because they learn how to play in these environments.
Yeah, we talk about Coach Trevison and the Sal's and what they do each and every year, playing a majority of the first half of their schedule against these tough out-of-state teams. You see Taylor over there in the corner talking it up with some of our other coaches here. As we're back underway, 2:16 and ticking, 12-10 lead for the home team, Sanford.
Nick, that jacket came off good last night, and then Danny Strout was carrying it to the locker room. I said, what, you got coat duty?
Moore able to pick it away from McNeil. Now Moore's got a few Warriors to beat. Lost it on the way up. Maybe got a hand in there, did Trevor Webster.
Yeah, that was good. Good job by Webster.
And they're going to free him up on the other end, and he's able to finish. So it starts with the defense, and then he finishes it himself on the other end, Trevor Webster.
Defense leads the offense there, Nick. And that's like you said, a great block on the one end, and then he takes advantage of it on the other end.
Sanford still sitting in that zone look here defensively. Here's Moore on the baseline. Moore with the left hand took some contact, and then Taylor going to get whistled for the foul underneath. So some free throws coming up for Gabe Moore. It'll be our first free throws of the game.
I think that's our first foul of the game, unless they haven't put it up on the board.
I believe it's going to go against Jaden Taylor.
Yeah,
I believe. I don't think they're going to put it on the scoreboard for us, as that one's up and through. Moore now with 6 points, a chance for another to add here in the first. And he's got it. (14-12). Moore and Feemster have all 12 points for Friends Central. Elgood around the Taylor screen. McNeil going to try a three. Back into the rim. Battling for it was Webster. But last touched by the Warriors, and now a chance for Friends Central to tie or take the lead. With a minute to go in the fourth, as Sanford has led for the entire contest so far here.
Yeah, he came out of the gate shooting the ball well, but
Dwayne Jones, number 5, in now for Sanford. Moore drives, kicks it. Now they'll work it around, and a whistle and a travel. Also a sub here for Friends Central. Pierce Blackwell will check in. Blackwell, the 6-foot sophomore. (14-12), now under a minute and ticking here at Salesianum in game 1 of our Saturday D1 showcase. Taylor and McConchu, he fades away short. Rebound to Feemster, who brings it across. Ooh, maybe got away with one there. Moore now back to Feemster. McConchu, quick trigger three, top of the key. Rolls around, falls out, rebounds loose. And then picked up by the Warriors. It was for the moment Azir Elgood, and maybe a foul here in the backcourt.
which isn't a bad foul. You have fouls to give. You try and maybe get that steal. And at least make Sanford slow it down a little bit.
14-12, 7 seconds for Hart and the Warriors here as the first quarter winds down. Hart, step back three. That one will go out of bounds with 0.1 seconds left, so that's most likely going to be the end of the opening quarter. And a fun one it was for game number one between Sanford and Friends Central. 14-12, Warriors lead after one. A lot of basketball left here today from Salesianum. We'll be back after the break. Quarter number two of the D1 Showcase here on Delaware Live Sports.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
And welcome back courtside to Birkenhauer Memorial Gymnasium here. The site at Salesianum High School in Wilmington, Delaware. Nick Alessandrini alongside Jason Winchell, Nick Halliday, and Hollywood for the D1 Showcase Day 2 here on a Saturday. 4 fantastic matchups for you here on the channel, the exclusive home for the D1 Showcase this weekend is Friends Central and the Sanford Warriors. We're through one quarter of action. We're heading to quarter number 2. And a 14-12 game.
What a great event, too. I mean, some of the teams that are here. I love seeing these showcase games.
And I love to be a part of it. It's going to be a 3 off the catch and shoot that time for Blackwell. Won't fall. And now here come the Warriors. There's Jones, hands off. Back to Elgood. It'll be almost the same starting 5 they ended the quarter with. McNeil sizing up more. Around the Taylor screen, he has it on the roll, and Taylor able to put it through.
That's a nice play and a good roll to the basket, Nick. You don't see that pick and roll run every day, so.
And you would imagine Jaden Taylor may be the best roller in the state here in 24-25. A drive on the baseline for Feemster.
That should be a jump.
And it is. Able to get a hand on it was Trevor Webster or Jaden Taylor. Possession arrow back to the Warriors. And you mentioned it, Sanford going to be one of those teams vying for a state title this year. Definitely up in the mix amongst the top is our Delaware Live Sports rankings. Jason, I believe, are out for.
Yep, and Sanford got the preseason number 2, and they're deserving of it.
Absolutely right. Showing it off here. Elgood using Taylor as a human screen. Now he's got room to fire. Too strong. Rebound almost tracked down by Webster and McNeil. Couldn't get it. Now it's Blackwell. Back up top. Makanchu able to save it. And now a man down are the Warriors as they're able to recover.
Good ball movement again.
3 in the corner. Nothing but net for Evan Boyer Jr., who's got his first bucket of the afternoon. And it's a 3. Elgood. Some space, couldn't hit, and now grabbing it and going is Gabe Moore. A whistle as Elgood will have him out on the perimeter in transition. So I believe not keeping fouls on the scoreboard.
Yeah, so we'll.
Like they did last night, so trying to keep up with that. I don't know who they think they got Elgood on that one.
I know they did last night here, so it must not be the guy doing it here last night.
(16-15). Blackwell kicks it out. Boyer hit the last one from that spot. That one just short. Rebound, though, to Makanchu. Feemster has one today, looking for 2. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound battled around for. Good job by Boyer underneath for Friends Central. Both teams doing a good job of battling for rebounds here in the first half. Now here's McNeil, and this time they're going to get Taylor for another foul. That should be number 2 on Taylor.
Yeah, that's the offensive legal screen one.
So for Sanford, it's McNeil, Dwayne Jones, Hart, Taylor, and Webster. And it's going to be Feemster. Makanchu turns, fires. That one just rolls out from inside the free throw line. But it's Moore, Blackwell, Makanchu, Boyer, and Feemster for Friends Central. Still a 1-point game here in the second as we approach the 5-minute mark. Taylor playing with 2 fouls. Hart trying to get downhill, puts it up and through. And Kareem Hart off to a good start. He's got 7.
Yeah, he's been really good early. He's taken the
good inside-out game here from Friends Central, trying to find a clean look. Makanchu now into a double team on the block, finds a cutting Feemster, but couldn't handle it. And the good job by Sanford to recover defensively, but Friends Central maybe passing up on 1 or 2 good looks on that possession.
Yeah, they really, it was, again, an extra pass, but maybe they didn't need it, right?
Approaching the halfway point of the second quarter now. This one ticking away. Webster on the baseline. The lefty turns and fires. Couldn't get it. Taylor there on the follow. unable to corral it as well. Now racing down the other way. Blackwell catch and shoot for 3, and he cans it. So if there's one thing we've noticed about Friends Central is that they will take and will make some threes.
They like to shoot, and, and a lot of times it's off the extra ball movement. There it was out of transition.
We're all tied up at 18. 4 minutes to go, half number 1. Hart stopped the dribble. Good defense from Blackwell. Gives it up over now to McNeil. McNeil around the back, able to hang, can't finish. Taylor had it, stripped away. Blackwell floater from inside, too strong. Rebound, though, back to Friends Central. Now it's Moore in the corner. That 3 no good. McConchu crashing the boards, and he's fouled on the way up. An active Friends Central team on the glass here in the second quarter. And what a hustle on that possession is going to earn them a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, again, it's the getting a good job of hitting the offensive glass.
Not sure who that foul was on underneath. And now the officials talking to the scoreboard operator on the other side, Mr. Wallace, who I had a chance to talk to last night and today. Fantastic guy doing the scoreboard for us.
Okay.
And now a sub here, Dwayne Jones will head out. In for now, checking for Sanford for the first time will be John Malloy. John Malloy, the senior. McConchu's free throw, no good. An empty trip, but an offensive rebound for Blackwell, who's been very active on the boards, but unable to convert on that possession for Friends Central.
Yeah, Blackwell's done a good job since he's been in.
Still tied at 18. McNeil wanted the pick and roll, going to have to pull back. Will fire up a mid-range jumper. No good. Moore, extra pass. The 3 is up. It's long off a lead. And then second chance, no good, and the rebound to Malloy.
Yeah, but if you're Friends Central, you got to like the fact that you're getting second and third opportunities.
McNeil driving and hanging, and this time he'll earn himself a trip to the free throw line. First free throws of the afternoon for Sanford, and I believe that one will go against McConchu. You have to go double check these fouls at the half, but I believe a 30 held up there as we saw Vaughn Jones try to take the foul. First free throw for McNeil rolls out. Another one on the way here for McNeil, and he's got it 1 of 2. And I believe a whistle and a foul again here. So they called a foul against Friends Central, I believe.
On the box out, I think, next to the...
So does that give ball back to the Warriors here? I'm not sure who the foul was on. It might have been McConchu again. We're going to have to double check that. That'd be his second. Either way, after the 1 free throw made, Sanford with a 1-point lead and the ball back. Elgood for 3. No, won't go. Blackwell thought about the extra pass. Aline going to try one from straight away. Second chance, now it's Moore in the corner. The whistle, though, before the shot, so it won't count. Would have been a 3 for Moore. Instead, it's going to be a foul against Taylor, I believe,
again,
which will be his 3rd personal if I'm unofficially correct here. Well, I think that's you're going to mark it as his 2nd.
Okay.
And a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. I may go run and check. 2:37 to go here in the first half. 19-18, a 1-point lead and a back-and-forth game between Friends Central and Sanford. We'll be right back.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
And welcome back courtside to Salesianum High School for the D1 Showcase. Nick Alessandrini alongside Jason Winchell. It's the Sanford Warriors taking on Friends Central. And what has been a very fun first half. We had a whistle and a foul on the floor before the break. It was not against Jaden Taylor. So Taylor does have 2, Hart with 1, and Elgood with 1.
So we were right. Taylor did have 2 before that. He just didn't pick. He just wasn't called for the foul there.
1 for Moore and 1 for McConchu for Friends Central. And if you're in the comments watching the game from Friends Central, as Feemster launches this straightaway 3, no good. Rebound falls into the hands of Boyer. Now it's a clean look for Aline for 3, and the 3's not fallen as of late, but the second chances galore for Friends Central on this side of the floor. And now a whistle and a foul as the rebound was battled for and taken by McConchu. It's actually ended up going to be a jump ball. It's going to give possession back to the Warriors. But if you're in the comments from Friends Central, let us know what the mascot is. What are we dealing with here for Friends Central? I know we got the Warriors on one side, but I haven't been able to use the mascot for Friends Central yet, so let us know. Here's Hart. 1-point lead for the Warriors. Hart gets inside with that left hand, and he's so good when he gets downhill.
Yeah, he's silky smooth when he gets going towards that basket.
He's got 9 to lead the way for Sanford. And now we've got a foul on the drive over by the baseline. I believe this one might go against Malloy.
Is that I believe that's the 15th foul, so I think they should be shooting.
That's
free
right,
throws.
shooting 2. So a couple things to adapt to. You got to have that rule here, and then obviously the no shot clock a thing here in Delaware that these out-of-state teams have to adapt to. We saw that yesterday as Bonner Prendy came down and on the last possession of the game just kind of figured, hey, we can just work it around for a minute and a half until the clock runs out. And that certainly is the way things work sometimes.
Talking to my old coach, Coach Gallagher, last night. He hates the not one-on-one rule.
Well, I believe he made them both at the free throw line, did Feemster. He's having himself a good start as well. 21-20, minute and a half to go in the first half. Here's McNeil now. A little jab step. McNeil driving and finishing.
Good take to the basket there, Nick, and the finish.
McConchu trying to go inside out. Our friend Central couldn't do it. Ball was tipped. It's loose. And Malloy couldn't handle it. Rolls out of bounds, but a good hustle as Hart hits the deck.
Yeah, the hustle was there. Nick were able to get the ball, but unfortunately it just goes out of bounds.
23-20. Moore driving, kicking, the extra pass to Blackwell in the corner. And McConchu dominating underneath, especially when Jaden Taylor's out of the game like he is here. And they get it to the big fella, and he lays it in.
That's how you reward the guy who's getting the rebounds, right? Give him the ball.
Got to feed him, right? It's like a receiver calling for the football after a good block on a run play. And now 23-22, back to a 1-point game. 15 seconds and ticking. Sanford going to hold for the final shot. As we're under 10. Elgood to Webster. Webster elevates, too strong on the mid-range. Get it back, a shot at the 3 at the buzzer, and he rattles it home. Trevor Webster, 2 for $1, and he knocks down the second chance. He just wanted 3 points instead, and that's going to give the Warriors a 4-point lead at the break, 26-22, as Webster now has 7 in the half. Sanford was led by Kareem Hart. He had 9, and you look over at Friends Central. Feemster leading them with 7. So we're going to head to the break here at the locker room. It's game 1, the D1 Showcase, 4 on the slate this afternoon. It's going to be a fun day of basketball. 26-22, Sanford in front of Friends Central as we head to the break.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodal Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Sodal Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Sodal Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Sodal Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodal Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier?
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder, president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. If someone called me to do a job, I always said yes, whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking.
And welcome back live courtside to Salesianum High School Birkenhauer Memorial Gymnasium. It's Nick Alessandrini alongside now Joe Singles.
I'm back.
As we are back here for second half action here between Friends Central and the Sanford Warriors.
Nice to be back. Nice to be back on the up. We got a little quick clock malfunction here.
And they're going to run smash here to start there in the inbound play. So now we're up close and personal, getting a good look here at everything in the first half. 26-22, the Warriors taking a 4-point lead here into the third. There's Gabe Moore, floater. No good, but a rebound and a strong one from Aline underneath. Some contact, no whistle, and now here come the Warriors.
Yeah, the Friends Central, the big guys, are really attack the glass. You know, they get a lot of first half. Get a three-pointer here. Good tip.
Yeah, Webster couldn't get it to go. Rebound to Boyer Jr. And Moore trying to pass it off, intercepted. McNeil got a piece of it, coast to coast for Nico McNeil, +1.
Yeah, Sanford matched their Friends Central's energy in the first half. The big number 30 for Friends Central, Oben Monkachu, his energy level for his size really was kind of the difference in my eyes in that first half. Just how much he runs the floor and attacks as that second free throw goes in for the and one.
He created a lot of second chance opportunity, and that was for sure there in the first half. They're going to go to him here, work the high post. He's going to try to get it inside. Good defense, though, by Jaden Taylor.
Yeah, he wanted the foul, but didn't get it.
Cross court to Hart. He had a hot first half for Sanford. 9 points. That's a team high.
I thought Friends had dropped into a 2-3, but they're staying man. They're just kind of set up that way as Sanford tries to look and run a little offense.
Hop step inside for Hart. Almost got that one to rattle in. And Taylor with a strong rebound, a foul on the floor, though. It's going to go against Friends Central.
Taylor has had a good career at Sanford. He's done well over the years. Jaden has. He's a senior this year, and he's grown both on the court and physically. He's gotten much taller.
And he'll be taking his talents to Newark. University of Delaware staying home as he turns and elevates too strong on the mid-range.
Off the rim, though, for Jaden.
Almost a mistake there from Moore into Boyer, and now back to Aline. Nice inside-out game as Feemster. Aline inside, takes a dribble, but got away with the walk, but only for a second, as that was called by the officials who have been right on it today. Turnover there against Friends Central.
(29-22) here. 6 and change to go in the third quarter. Sanford looks to bring it down low.
Let's see what Hart can do. Yeah. Back up top. That's a good whip pass and able to knock it down. Guess who, Joe? It's Nico McNeil.
Yep.
His second three-point play of the half. This one, though, just from beyond the arc.
Yeah, good shot. Right in rhythm. Right in rhythm off the pass.
Trying to answer Gabe Moore. A clean look in the corner. Off the front end of the rim into the hands of Hart.
I really like how both teams are shooting. Even though they haven't had much success with the percentage-wise from the threes, they're good looks. They're setting their feet, not forcing it.
Both teams playing pretty well so far. Hart, step back three. Yeah, that one was deep from the parking lot. A long rebound leads to Moore in transition, and he scoops and scores.
Yeah,
so first points of the third quarter.
Unfortunately, like we see those long rebounds on those deep threes lots of times lead to breakouts at the other end, and one can make an argument here as Sanford looks to get set, and like we were talking about before at the half, no shot clock.
That's right. Maybe one day, Joe.
Yeah,
Maybe one day.
I feel like we get so used to looking up at the shot clock when watching on TV. As a beautiful putback by Jaden Taylor there.
Taylor always around the rim, able to catch the Hart miss and finish. Taylor now has 7. Hitting the deck was Aline. Did he get the pass off cleanly? He did. It was tipped out by the Warriors. Sub here, Malloy will come in for Hart. And of course, Khalid leading the way at coach, and then Kareem playing there for Sanford.
Sorry, and you notice number 30 for Friends Central is out, Oben's out, and it's really kind of has to make friends as we get a little floater there. Good shot.
That was a nice one. Baseline jumper goes for Feemster.
Yep. But he's back in. Oben's back in.
It just got back in, I believe.
Little choppy there for Friends Central without him in there. Coach said nope.
When you see 11 out on Sanford's side, you're going to send Makanchu back in for Friends side. That's been the battle here all afternoon. McNeil again on the baseline trying to ride this hot streak, but I believe took some contact over there.
Not sure if it was on the shot.
It's the second foul of the quarter on Samir Aline. So he now has 2. And an unforced error that time for Sanford on the turnover. Back to Makanchu, and that's what they want out of that high post look, able to find a wide open Aline.
I mean, you teach the younger kids, especially when they catch the ball, turn and face, and even if it's not a shot, you get a beautiful pass just like that.
That was some pretty half-court offense there from Friends Central. Good. Resetting it up top here with Nico McNeil. McNeil trying to beat Moore, runs into Allen, and then finished off by Jaden Taylor, the putback machine.
Boy, he just keeps Taylor, we were talking about, keeps attacking that offensive glass, man.
And now the defense intensity picking up as well here for the Warriors. Attacking that free throw line again, trying to get it to Aline, but Taylor almost stealing it and taking it the other way. Last touch, though, by Sanford will stay with Friends Central. 36-28, largest lead so far this afternoon for the Warriors at 8.
I can't tell if that dunk just caught everybody off guard or if there's just not a lot of people here. There wasn't too much excitement in the gym, you know what I mean?
That's what the highlight's for.
Yeah, it kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah, it did. I didn't even see him coming down.
Yeah.
Moore wants a 3, no good. Rebound to Jaden Taylor. And now the Warriors will slow it down, walk it up the floor up by 8. That's right, game 1. We got the early matinee action here to start. A 1 o'clock tip on a Saturday with Sanford and Friends Central. Webster going to get called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, shout out to Pat there. Pat shot a little text, said he couldn't hear me. Thanks, Nick, for turning up my mic.
That's right. Well, sometimes they can win it out. We don't know how loud we are so far today.
Yeah.
So we apologize.
And it varies. It varies depending on where we are.
Yeah, that's for sure. So it was that offensive foul against Webster on the other end. That was his first. As we approach 2 minutes to go in the third. Feemster off the dribble. Rebound tipped up by Taylor. Going back to him, a quick headsy play there by Elgood, who tried to find a crashing Taylor, but instead a whistle and a foul against Friends Central to the dismay of the Friends Central faithful.
Yeah, and that's you try and break up that they said, see, Jaden wants to shoot, but they're not. I don't think they're going to give it to him. It's going to be on the baseline because he didn't have the ball in his hands. This is actually interesting. This doesn't happen that much. I mean, kids get bumped going for alley-oops, but Jaden wants to shoot free throws even though the ball wasn't in his hands because he was going up.
Yeah.
Oh, give it to him. All right, I was leaning towards.
I was with you on that one. Yeah.
Not
I was with you.
But that's an interesting call there. But as Pierce Blackwell looks over at us and smiles, he probably heard me.
As that one up and through for Taylor on the first of 2. Malloy will check back out for Hart, who comes back into the game. And Taylor having himself a nice quarter, his 5th point of the third. In and out on the second. It's been all him and McNeil with the scoring so far for the Warriors here in the third quarter. Feemster for three. And they're just not falling for Friends Central. A very good shooting program, just not today. Up ahead to McNeil, stops on a dime and finishes.
Good fake. Beautiful, beautiful pause. Hesitation there to get the defensive player going. We get a timeout, Friends Central.
Timeout on the floor. Largest lead for the Warriors this afternoon with 1:40 to go in the third. They lead 39-28, 11-point lead. And you look down at the score sheet, Joe, it's been all Nico McNeil and Jaden Taylor in the second half.
Yeah.
They've got 13 points combined.
Nick, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that alley-oop. I wonder, there's got to be a rule, but, you know, he didn't have the ball in his hands.
He's just jumping
so
towards the basket.
The question becomes, are you shooting if the ball's not in your hands? and the
again,
obvious answer would be no, but I'm
maybe.
sure there's a rule that addresses that specifically, because even though we're in high school ball, you know, as you move up in levels, that happens a lot.
Yeah, we'll see. Again, hopefully if we had replay, we could look at it again.
Full timeout here for Friends Central, 39-28, 1:40 to go in the third. And as Nick was saying, the three-point shots are just not falling yet for Friends Central, so have to try and get Oben and some of the guys inside for some easier looks if they're going to get back into this game.
So out of the timeout, 1:40 remaining here in the third. So out of the break, it's going to be McNeil, Taylor, Elgood, Webster, and Hart. For Friends Central, will be Feemster, Boyer, Aline, Blackwell, and McConchu.
Warriors are sticking with this 2-3.
Good active hands by McNeil. Poked it away from behind. Now it's in transition for the Warriors. Hands off to Taylor. Taylor wrapped up by, believe, McConchu or Aline from behind. A few opportunities for the Warriors to find a bucket there. Instead, though, we'll head to the free throw line. And again, Friends Central, they wanted the walk underneath.
Yeah, it was a little awkward, a little bit hesitation under there, but I don't think you walked.
Taylor misses the first.
McNeil thought better of the shot as the big guys came down, and just kind of a hot potato there, bouncing the ball around before Taylor got his hands on it.
Able to go 1 and 2 from the line. He splits a pair. He's now 2 for 4 in the quarter from the charity stripe. And now a new largest lead at 12, 40-28 as we approach a minute to go in quarter number 3. McConchu straight away off the mark, but an offensive rebound for Gabe Moore. Now Boyer getting downhill, a little English, and that drops in.
Tough shot there. All those shots where you're leaning away and under the backboard, really difficult shot to drop.
40 seconds and ticking. Still a whole fourth quarter to play. It's game 1 of our D1 showcase on a Saturday. Slate of 4 games coming at you here on the network. That one coming at us.
Oh,
almost had a chance. I might have let that one fly here, Joe.
That reminded me of you reaching in over the fence in the outfield, trying to get a a ball.
I don't want to end up like those Yankees fans, right?
Yeah, that was crazy. Those guys were very confident in interfering with the ball that day.
I can say I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Oh man, usually you're like, oh no, I must. You realize something happened. They knew what they were doing.
Yep.
Blackwell, quick trigger from the right wing. That three had a high arc. Wouldn't fall at the buzzer, and that'll take us to the end of quarter number 3. We're heading to the fourth, 40-30, a 10-point lead for Sanford over the visiting Friends Central. We'll be back with the conclusion of this one. It's been a good one to get us started here on Saturday. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at Premier.
And welcome back courtside here to Salesianum High School. Special thanks to Jason Winchell and Nick Halliday for keeping us on schedule. Our producers and directors here at the scores table. With us, Nick Alcindrini alongside Joey Singles here for the 4th quarter between Sanford and Friend Central. It's been a fun one here through 3. 40-30 now. Sanford up by double digits. They lead by 10. And we'll pick it back up here in the 4th.
Friend Central is going to have to do something different if they want to get back in this game, because their energy level has kind of dipped as their scoring output has dipped, and Sanford has just kind of done the opposite here. Sanford's defense has created good opportunities at the other end for them in that 3rd quarter.
30 seconds in. Sanford still settling in here to the half-court offense to begin the quarter. McNeil found some space. No whistle. Lost it out of play, though. We'll stay down this end with Sanford. But again, 3 more games following up this one here today. They inbounded Taylor. Here's Hart off of the screen. Hart gets inside, tried to loft it to Taylor, and it's finished off with 2 hands on the baseline. How about the elevation and the throwdown? And University of Delaware basketball coaching staff up there on the visitors section, I know they got to like that one. Yeah. Jaden, of course, will be a blue hen.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful pass as Kareem Hart kind of pulled the defense towards him as he penetrated. The defense had to step up to stop the ball, which is what you teach, stop the ball. But the problem is when you got a 6'7" kid back there who can jump, that's the result.
And yes, he can jump. Yeah. As he threw that one down with some force. And now a 12-point lead for Sanford. Hart working it around, and now we're seeing Sanford be patient here in the 4th quarter, letting the game come to them now with this double-digit lead. Hart comes the trap, gets it back to McNeil. Taylor with the mismatch underneath, but 3 bodies get on him rather quickly. And a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on the floor down the baseline.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of changes Friend Central makes, because to me, it's you got to change something up right now with 6:19 to go in the game, down by 12. You can't go possession to possession. Got to change something up and get some stops, and then execute on the offensive end.
Webster inside, baseline to Taylor. Good ball movement here by the Warriors. Taylor trying to seal off McConcho down low. Hop step, Webster. Taylor from the baseline, too strong. And then a foul here against McNeil on the loose ball. This will be his 2nd foul.
He didn't call a foul.
Oh, excuse me, out of bounds.
Yep. It was a foul. He did push him, but it wasn't called. And either way, Friend Central ball.
Jumping into a mid-ranger, Vaughn Jones with his first field goal today. Found some space and able to step in and knock it down.
Oh. Zigged when they should have zagged.
Elgood, floater inside, had too much on it.
Yeah, it's a tough shot. It's a real tough shot.
Vaughn Jones, after his field goal, now has it racing up the floor. 10-point game. Still a lot of time left here. Boyer had it poked away, stolen. Numbers now for the Warriors, 3-on-2. Here comes Webster, and he's going to draw the foul on Blackwell underneath, most likely going to be 2 at the line.
Yeah, Sanford came out second half, just energy. You know, the momentum, energy level has changed, and Sanford's playing good, solid defense out of that 2-3, and Friends Central is just struggling to get good looks.
Some starters back out on the floor here for Friends Central after a breather. Samir Aline alongside Patrice Feebster. Hart on the inbound. That had a lot of float on it, but Nico McNeil amongst the trees underneath. He's been very impressive here today in the backcourt for Sanford. That shot goes. I believe that was Feebster from the mid-range.
Full court pressure here for Friends Central.
11 now for Feebster. Elgood, good defense by Feebster. Unable to save it, they'll say.
Stepped out, yeah. Wanted a foul. Sanford wanted a foul on that. Got a timeout here.
So we'll take a timeout on the floor. We'll take a short break with them here. 44-34, 10-point lead for Sanford. That's what it was when we began the fourth. Still 4.5 to play. A lot of basketball left in this one. A competitive game to kick us started on our Saturday of the D1 Showcase. We'll be right back. And back here to inbound will be Taylor.
Stepped out.
So we'll stay down this and we'll do it again. Take 2.
Couple seconds off the shot, off the clock. They're going to call a foul on the hold, number 4, Friends Central.
It'll be Feebster's first, I believe.
Pass interference.
I'm still in football mode, Joe.
Yeah.
Trying to get back into basketball mode.
Yeah, you guys had a real busy there, Thanksgiving time.
Yeah, that's right. And now trying to transition. We're back on the hardwoods. Good to be indoors when the weather starts to change.
Yeah.
As McNeil dribbling it around for Sanford, approaching the 4-minute mark here in the fourth. Hart finds a cutting McNeil. Couldn't finish, but guess who will? It's Jaden Taylor.
Yep.
Feebster able to step into one, and he's able to knock it through. Feebster having himself a nice game as well.
He likes that spot, too. Foul
he's got 13 points.
Yeah. And that was Allen again. Or, sorry, McNeil again. Sorry, excuse me. McNeil again just took advantage of Friends Central not getting back.
He's got 12 points in the second half for Nico McNeil. He's been fantastic. You know, we talked about it at the end of the third, and that hasn't changed, Joe. Nico McNeil and Jaden Taylor have every single point in the second half for Sanford.
Okay.
That one's stolen, and here's Taylor. A moment's away from a slam, looking for another one. He'll have it underneath, and it's going to have to take the easy 2.
Yep. Well, Taylor, he just plays hard. He plays hard. He's around the ball all the time.
Moore had a hot start, hasn't been able to find his stroke since. That 3 is long for Vaughn Jones. Second chance, though, here. Got away with one. Feebster wants a 3. Too strong. Rebound tracked down by Hart. And he's got Taylor on the follow. Off the glass, Jaden Taylor looking for the highlight reel, but unable to get it to go. Hart tried to lay it off the glass. Now it's Aline the other way. Misses into the hands, and now it's going to be off the break. Hart Easy
There you
two.
go. Good job.
And you're right, Joe. Obviously, there could have went for the highlight play again, instead taking the easy points.
Yep. 52-36 is the biggest lead of the game.
Sanford
14,
has really
yeah.
impressed me. Moore wants a three, and he's got one. He's got to put some more shots up.
Yeah.
Again, came in as the team's leading scorer, 15.2 points per game after that three. He's got 12.
Full timeout for Sanford here.
And he's hitting a nice percent from the, or a nice clip from the floor as well. So that three drops for Gabe Moore. 52-39. Your score here with 2:28 to go, 2.5 minutes still to play in the D1 Showcase in game 1 of 4 here on this Saturday. As St. Andrews, they're already in the jerseys, ready to get out on the floor, get warmed up. We had a chance to check them out last night in a competitive game between them and I believe it was Eagle Academy that got us started in that one. But as we mentioned earlier, great to see Delaware coaching staff here supporting Jaden Taylor. Hens will be back in action on Tuesday morning, 11 a.m. tip-off against Misericordia in a sold-out game that's going to be filled with a bunch of students, Joe. It's going to be the annual field trip game. That'll be a loud one.
Gotcha.
But it's been a fun game here on the floor for game number 1 today. A great way to start off our day of basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if Friends Central makes any aforementioned changes here to the approach, as we only have 2:28 to go. This is shortly here. It'll be out of reach for the team from PA.
So Sanford to inbound. It's McNeil, Elgood, Webster, Taylor, and Hart, the starting 5 out for the Warriors. Some subs here for Friends Central into the game. Number 14, Ari Jograj. As we approach 2 minutes. Taylor looking for another highlight.
Lost it on the way up, but Sanford just continues.
And there it is.
To out hustle and outwork Friends Central as we get the
8 points in the quarter.
Yeah.
And then there's Gabe Moore. He's getting those shots to fall when he takes them.
Yep.
But maybe just got going a little bit too late in this contest. Oh, almost comes up with the steal. Almost twice.
Foul. Good
and
hustle.
then a foul in the backcourt. I believe they're going to get Blackwell for his second, 1:38.
Yeah, good hustle by Moore. Try and create some havoc there. Timeout. Timeout, Sanford.
Yeah, would have been close to a 10-second call there, so good timeout by Coach Hart. 54-42, 12-point lead for Sanford with 1:30 to go. Again, this thing was close at the half, and then Sanford coming out here in the second half, extending that lead. And now looking at double digits. And I'll tell you what, Joe, Sanford, again, you look about last year, lost here to Sally's, and as I believe Jay mentioned, the quarters or the semis, was a team that had a chance to compete for a state championship, but not amongst maybe the top 2 or 3 teams in the state. This year, watching them today, they have impressed me. They're going to be one of my teams here to look out for coming out for the state championship action there. Obviously, we're thinking ahead of the game here, but what a performance today by Sanford.
Yeah, and as you look up and down the roster, to add to that point, a lot of seniors. Mostly,
right.
Most of the roster is seniors, and I do think your point is well taken that last year they just looked a little immature, basketball-wise in terms of making the extra pass, doing the things that are necessary to win ball games. But this year, you're right. It's even though it's before Christmas, they're doing those things this year that a veteran team does.
Again, how about their start? Opened up with Roman Catholic last week. That'll test you.
Yeah.
And able to get in. Friends Central, a very talented and good team. They beat Middletown by 20+ already this season. McNeil. And again, Sanford going to go into kind of hold the ball mode here. Whistle and a foul against Blackwell, his 3rd. Team's 5th, and I believe we'll shoot some free throws now as Hart will step to the free throw line. A good game for Kareem Hart as well, too, for Sanford. He's got 11 points. He's in double digits.
Yeah, and he's kind of been the catalyst a lot offensively here in the second half as he knocks down the first free throw, plays hard and making unselfish decisions when the ball's in his hands.
That's what you want out of your point guard, right? Make the right play no matter what that is. Shoot, pass.
Yep.
And he's done that tonight. That one just rims out for Hart. 1 of 2 on the trip. Moore. With that left, too strong. The follow by Jograj is in. Ari Jograj able to get on the score sheet with that putback as we approach a minute to go. No kicked ball. McNeil keeps that pivot foot somehow.
Yeah. We were both thinking the same thing. It's going to be a travel. It's get a foul.
And
Good shot.
one. Trevor Webster on the reverse.
Beautiful, strong move through contact.
Chance at the old-fashioned three-point play for Webster, the transfer from Caravel Academy. He had played for the Buccaneers since he was an 8th grader.
Okay.
8th, 9th, and 10th over there, then making his junior season debut last week for Sanford. .14 lead. Jones, no good on the 3. Good luck getting an offensive rebound with Taylor in. Sanford racing down, an easy 2 for Azir Elga. Shot blocked by Webster. As Sanford really starting to feel it here late in the fourth.
Say as he blocks Webster, he's a junior and he's got decent size. We haven't seen him put up any threes today, but he's got good length, good size.
Blackwell blocked by Taylor. Now it's going to lead to some movement the other way. Hart thought about it. He's laughing with Taylor. Taylor might have wanted an alley-oop again, but they're going to walk it out. But what a performance by the Sanford Warriors. They're going to get a win here against Friends Central in Game 1 of the D1 Showcase, 60-44. And what a performance.
Yeah, what was a close game at halftime ended up being a 16-point win here for the Warriors. So they'll be pleased with that for sure.
19 for Jaden Taylor, 16 for Nico McNeil. And the Warriors get the job done, and they're able to get their first win of the season after a tough one against Roman Catholic last week. A nice game as well by Friends Central. It was back and forth all first half long. Sanford able to pull away late into this one. But what a game of action. We've got 3 more, Joe, so we're going to take it down for now. Next game coming up here shortly. So stay on the channel. More action for the D1 Showcase coming up here on Delaware Live Sports. Sanford gets the win.